is never a dull moment in the NFL. From game-saving tackles to jaw-dropping catches and last-second heroics,
and he does to save a touchdown.
The NFL is one of the most unpredictable and thrilling sports leagues in the world. But even with that, there are moments that leave everyone wondering, what just happened? So, in today's video, we'll relive 10 incredible games.
An opening left to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, a first past the 5.
Down to those decisive moments. In a fiercely contested game against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens were just about to win the game. Under pressure, quarterback Lamar Jackson, who's renowned for his quick thinking and quickness, scrambled under pressure and saw tight end Mark Andrews breaking free in the direction of the end zone. With seconds remaining on the clock, Jackson launched a pass that seemed destined for Andrews' hands. Andrews had positioned himself in a pocket of open field a few yards from the goal line when the ball spiraled precisely toward him.
The game hinges on one play. Jackson flings it. Andrews can't get...
But no matter how hard he tried to grip and stretch for the ball, it soared inches out of reach. The missed connection ended the Ravens' drive and effectively sealed their fate in the game. Now, from the heartbreak in Baltimore, we moved to Seattle, where another game teetered on the edge of glory. In a game brimming with playoff implications, the San Francisco 49ers faced the Seattle Seahawks in a nail-biting finish that came down to a single play. Quarterback Russell Wilson dropped back and delivered a quick pass to Jacob Hollister at the 1-yard line. Hollister caught the ball and immediately turned toward the end zone, lowering his shoulder to power through the defenders. San Francisco's defense, however, had other plans.
Here we go, and Wilson throws, caught, and it is going.
It was a disappointing conclusion for Seahawks supporters to watch a game that was decided by a few inches. The ball appeared dangerously close to breaking the plane, but the officials ruled him short of the end zone.
Down short of the goal line. San Francisco will take over on down. First down.
The 49ers' defensive stand against Jacob Hollister was quite a masterclass. But sometimes it's not just a single tackle, but a player's sheer determination that defines a game, which is what Larry Fitzgerald did, electrifying the postseason with a jaw-dropping play that spanned almost the entire field. The NFC divisional playoff game between the Green Bay Packers and Arizona Cardinals delivered one of the most dramatic finishes in NFL postseason history. After Aaron Rodgers stunned the crowd with a Hail Mary to Jeff Janis to force overtime, the Cardinals wasted no time in striking back. On the very first play of overtime, Carson Palmer scrambled to his right, narrowly avoiding a sack, and launched a pass across the field to a wide-open Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald caught the ball near midfield with a clear path ahead. The Packers' defense scrambled, but Fitzgerald's agility took over.
He's hit, gets out of there, rolls right, throws back to the left. Fitz is wide open, caught at the 35, nobody's there.
The 75-yard play put the Cardinals on the doorstep of victory. Fitzgerald's clutch performance aided the Cardinals' 26-20 triumph, which sent them to the NFC Championship and solidified his play as one of the most memorable moments in postseason history. His heroics demonstrated how one play can turn the tide in a team's favor. But for James White and the New England Patriots, it wasn't just a single play, but a historic comeback culminating in one of the most thrilling finishes in Super Bowl history. James White's historic overtime touchdown in Super Bowl 51 between the New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons made it a memorable contest. The Patriots tied the score at 28-28 in regulation after an unlikely comeback from a 28-3 disadvantage. Tom Brady and the Patriots marched downfield confidently after winning the coin toss to start overtime, which prepared the way for White's historic performance. Facing second and goal from the 2-yard line, the Patriots called a toss to White. Catching the ball on the outside, he accelerated toward the goal line, cutting back inside to avoid a defender. The Falcons' defense converged, but White kept driving forward.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl.
White's decisive run gave the Patriots a 34-28 victory, leaving no doubt that this was one of the most unforgettable moments in NFL history. His game-winning touchdown sealed a legendary comeback for the Patriots, proving the significance of perseverance. But when it comes to perseverance and clutch performances, few moments can rival Stephon Diggs and the Minneapolis Miracle, a play that seemed to defy all odds. The NFC divisional playoff game between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints ended with a play that seemed ripped from a movie script. With only 10 seconds remaining and the Vikings trailing 24-23, quarterback Case Keenum dropped back and launched a deep pass to Stephon Diggs along the right sideline. What happened next became an instant legend.
Keenum steps into it, pass is caught!
The 61-yard touchdown sent the Vikings to the NFC Championship, which ignited pandemonium at the US Bank Stadium. The Minneapolis Miracle became one of the most iconic moments in NFL history, not just for its dramatic timing, but for its improbable execution. But as incredible as Diggs' last-second heroics were, Jared Goff and the Rams showed that even in regular season shootouts, unforgettable moments can emerge when the stakes are high, as they did against the Chiefs. Jared Goff's stunning game-winning pass to Gerald Everett ended one of the most thrilling games in NFL history between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 11 of the 2018 season. With fewer than 2 minutes left and the Rams clinging to a small 47-44 lead, Goff faced persistent pressure from the Chiefs' defense. He dropped back and made a flawless throw unfazed.
Goff on first down.
The Rams extended their lead to 54-51, securing the win in a game that featured explosive offense from both teams. Jared Goff's game-winning pass was the climax of an offensive battle for the ages. However, Ezekiel Elliott's game-winning touchdown for the Cowboys against the Steelers stands as a perfect example of pure speed and power when it matters most. The clash between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 10 of the 2016 season was pure adrenaline from start to finish. With Dallas trailing 30-29 in the final minute, the Cowboys relied on rookie sensations Dak Prescott and Elliott to march downfield. Prescott's calm under pressure set up the moment that would leave Steelers fans in disbelief. On the decisive play, the Cowboys executed a perfectly timed draw. The offensive line opened up a seam, and Elliott exploded through it like a rocket.
It's Elliott! Elliott for the touchdown!
Pittsburgh's defenders barely had time to react before Elliott was racing toward the end zone, untouched and unstoppable. Elliott's game-winning run was the dagger in one of the most thrilling games of the season. His electrifying run showcased how a game could be decided in a single explosive moment. But sometimes, it's sheer willpower that tips the scales, as George Kittle demonstrated with one of the most determined plays in recent memory against the Saints. The showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints in Week 14 of the 2019 season was another offensive spectacle from start to finish. Yet, amidst all the big plays and jaw-dropping touchdowns, George Kittle's incredible 4th and 2 stiff arm with less than a minute remaining became the defining moment. Trailing by a point and facing a critical 4th down at midfield, the 49ers turned to their star tight end to keep their hopes alive. Kittle caught a short pass from Jimmy Garoppolo and immediately faced contact.
Fires, it is caught, still on his feet is Kittle with a big play and the stiff arm.
The effort also drew a 15-yard penalty, putting the 49ers in position for Robbie Gould's game-winning field goal.
Is high, the kick is up, and it is good!
The play not only set up the winning kick, but became an enduring highlight, showcasing the raw power and will of one of the game's best tight ends. Talking about raw power, DK Metcalf's chase was something else entirely. In Week 7 of the 2020 NFL season, the Seattle Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals played a game packed with jaw-dropping moments, but DK Metcalf's incredible chase-down tackle stole the show. In the second quarter, with the Seahawks threatening near the Cardinals' goal line, Russell Wilson threw an interception to Budda Baker, who immediately took off for what seemed to be a guaranteed pick six. That's when Metcalf turned on the Jets.
He's connected on with 6 different receivers, and this time he lost one and it's picked off at the goal line.
The Seahawks defense held firm after the tackle, forcing the Cardinals to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown in a game defined by its razor-thin margins. DK Metcalf's chase showed how effort can change the course of a game. But sometimes it's not just effort, but split-second awareness and precision, as Rasul Douglas proved with a game-clinching interception that ended the Cardinals' unbeaten streak. In a Week 8 matchup during the 2021 season, the Arizona Cardinals' perfect season came to a screeching halt in a game that went down to the final seconds. Trailing 24-21, the Cardinals drove deep into Packers territory with less than 20 seconds remaining. Quarterback Kyler Murray orchestrated a methodical drive, bringing Arizona to Green Bay's 5-yard line, just yards away from stealing a victory. On second down, Murray dropped back and threw a pass toward A.J. Green in the right corner of the end zone. Green, inexplicably, never turned to locate the ball, allowing Packers quarterback Rasul Douglas to make a remarkable play.
High snap again. End zone and picked off. Intercepted by Rasul Douglas.
The game-clinching interception not only handed the Packers a thrilling 24-21 victory, but also marked the end of Arizona's undefeated streak. And that wraps up some of the greatest game of inches moments in NFL history.